Coach, thanks for joining us today.
No problem. Thanks, Mike.
Coach, can you tell us some of your early impressions of the Moeller football team this preseason, what you like about the team as you prepare for the season opener against Huber Heights Wayne?
Well, so far it's been a real close class. Everybody gets along pretty well. I don't see any egos on the class. I thought that they worked pretty hard in the weight room. Our strength is unbelievable this year, and conditioning has been real solid. So we've had a good summer. We braved the heat, but I really credit that to the strength program and the conditioning program that's kind of allowed these guys to get through all the hot August practices.
Is there anything different about the offense or defense from last year that I know you had mentioned before you're going to alter the defense a little bit to give Kendall Walker a greater impact? Is there anything you could tell us specifically about both sides of the ball?
Well, offensively, we'll be pretty similar to what we were last year. Under center, one back, try to run the football and throw the short game, and then take a couple strikes down the field. Monty Medeiros has had a great offseason and increased his speed, so he could be a big threat for us. Defensively, we'll switch to a 4-3 scheme, and I think that'll allow Kendall to be covered up a little bit more. More of an emphasis on the defensive line, covering up the offensive line so the linebackers can flow a little bit more freely. So I think defensively we'll be a little bit more physical. We're big on both sides of the ball, which should allow the 4-3 to work pretty well for us this year.
How hungry are you guys to get back to the playoffs, especially from the sting of last year's first-round game?
Well, obviously it's a new team, and we haven't really focused on anything about last year, so we just try to go with our goals every year, winning the GCL, making the playoffs, and then making a run at the state. So, that's just something that we try to look at each year, and it's a new team and new attitude, and we're just kind of ready to get going again.
You scrimmaged Colerain on Friday. What do you hope to get out of that scrimmage?
Well, obviously we want to make sure we're sound, stopping the option. We think Colerain's a great football team, and you might have to get past Colerain to get into the state semifinals. So can we stop their option? Are we sound against it? And then can we move the football against their physical defense? It's always a good starting point to how you should be during the season. Tom does a great job with their guys, and they're well coached, and it's a fun scrimmage for both of us, I think.
And lastly, how much is your team looking forward to the season opener against Wayne, August 29th?
Well, anytime you get on ESPN, the kids are excited. They go on the internet and they look at the rivals and they look at all those things, and it just gives that much more status to the game. And we're used to being in big games, but hey, it's ESPN, and we're live and we look forward to it.
Coach, thanks for joining us today.